Hey, this is Mike again. I was just wanting to take a moment to talk to you about a very important concept of why a lot of people don't achieve the kind of goals and the dreams that they have for their life, and what separates that from those individuals who do achieve. And that is dealing with the concept of initiative. So, if you want to be able to achieve something specific, especially if it's a large goal, a large dream, you really need to be willing to take an initiative to go after that dream. It may mean you need to go do the research necessary to find out the skills you need to develop to develop, gain the kind of financial backing to be able to support you to accomplish that goal. It may mean that you need to sacrifice your time and effort, your energy, or some other aspect of your life in order to be able to achieve the goal you want. Goals and dreams don't just fall into our lap. They don't just happen for us. No one's going to accomplish them for us. So if we want to achieve something, we're going to need to go and we're going to have to take the initiative to make sure that it happens. No one else, the truth is, no one else cares for your life and about your success like you do. In fact, most people, it's not that they're uncaring, it's just they're so busy with their own lives and trying to succeed themselves and try to survive that they don't have time to really chase and worry about helping you to be able to be successful. So if you want to be successful, you need to take the initiative to do that. It's the same in money, is the same as in finances. Sorry, in health. If you want to have good health, if you want to lose weight, if you want to have a trim and sexy and muscular and fit body, then you're going to have to take the initiative to get off the couch, change your dietary practices, what you're eating, how much you're eating, when you're eating it. You're going to need to change the amount of activity level that you have. You know, exercising, taking the stairs, parking farther away in a parking lot, walking to the store or the business or whatever it is that you're going to. Being more engaged physically as well as socially in the community will help you with that, with controlling your weight, finding accountability partners. But all of that has to do with taking initiative. It's the same as in relationships. So if you want a good marriage or a good partnership or good friendships, you're going to have to invest yourself. It's not going to just happen. Someone is not going to do that for you. If you want friends, you're going to have to show yourself to be a friendly person. You're going to have to engage people. You're going to have to take the risk of opening up, sharing the things on your mind, sharing the things in your life, sharing the things that are important to you, and taking the risk of asking other people important and personal questions about what's going on in their life and the things that are valuable and important to them. Those are things that are very important. You need to take initiative. Those are not the only areas of life, but those are just a few examples of where this happens. It also is in your career. If you want a better job, a better career, if you want advancement, if you want a raise, those things don't typically happen and fall into your lap. They do for some people and in certain situations, but for most people, if you want to be able to advance your career, you're going to have to take the initiative. One, important is going to have to be you educate yourself. Number two, you're going to have to take the initiative to build the appropriate relationships and the types of relationships and the depth of relationships necessary to be able to advance your career. Number three, you may have to move to another company. You may have to seek internal promotions, checking the job boards and replying to positions and interviewing internally and externally for different positions. You may need to go approach your boss and have the difficult conversation of asking for a raise, but doing the groundwork ahead of time to lay out why it is you deserve that raise. What have you been accomplishing? What are the metrics that prove that you're worth an additional amount of money or an additional responsibility with a better position in the company or outside of your company? It's the same way. You're going to have to take initiative, because everything good that comes to us in our lives is the result of us taking the initiative to accomplish it. If you want to be successful in your finances, if you want to be successful in investing, if you want to be successful in your savings and preparation for retirement, or just achieving financial security and freedom, you need to be taking the initiative to, one, educate yourself. You need to grow your financial intelligence so you can understand and make good decisions, and that you're able to evaluate investments, evaluate opportunities when they come. Number two, you need to grow your intelligence so that you can recognize the opportunities when they're there. I guarantee you are surrounded by opportunities and you don't even recognize what those opportunities are, because you don't know how to assess them. You don't know how to identify them. So you need to take the initiative to grow your ability to identify those, to discern between an opportunity and a distraction. There are plenty of distractions. Distractions happen all the time, and you don't want to follow a distraction. It's too easy to go down a rabbit hole chasing distractions and never actually catch it. It's like the greyhounds at the track chasing that fake bunny around the rim of the track. And they run, and they never catch up with the bunny because the bunny's never going to run out of energy. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going on and on and on, and the dogs will eventually run out because it's just designed to work that way to get the dog's attention. So if you want to be successful financially, you not only need to take an initiative to grow your intelligence, but to find a mentor and someone who can be accountability partners, someone who's done what you're wanting to have accomplished. If you're asking for counsel from individuals who have no money in their bank account, if they are living in the same type of situation, a struggle, debt that you're living in, asking their counsel, their direction, their mentorship, their coaching for how to turn your life around, to get out of your debt, to build wealth, to how to invest successfully, they're not the best people to ask. You're going to need to take the initiative to find individuals who understand finances, money, investments, and how those things work, and then connect yourself to them, get into the relationship with them in some capacity, and ask them to be able to take you on and give them a good reason. Give them a legitimate reason. Show yourself worth their time. Maybe it's because you trade something for what they're going to offer and what you're asking for. There's a range of things, but you need to take the initiative to build those relationships. You have to put yourself in situations where you can meet those individuals who could be potential mentors, coaches for you to help you be able to succeed and to change your situation and to progress, to take you to the next step in your growth of what you need to do in your finances. So you're going to need to take that initiative. You're also going to need to take the initiative to learn how to manage your money. That's very important. Cash flow is king when it comes to building wealth, to doing investments. It doesn't matter if it's stock market investments. It doesn't matter if it's real estate, residential or commercial. And it doesn't matter if it's buying and acquiring businesses and running them and expanding them. You need to have cash flow. Cash flow is what makes your world go around when it comes to building wealth and ultimately to achieve financial freedom. So in order to have cash flow, in order to have free net cash flow at the end of every month, you need to understand how to manage your money. That means living within your budget, within your income, and consistently spending less money than what you make for a long-term basis. That's how you get out of debt, but it's the same principle for how you build wealth. So for getting out of debt, it's just a shorter time period than if you're building wealth. So you need to spend less money than what you actually make, and then take that excess cash and throw that into your debt elimination plan, or if you're building wealth, throw it into your investment plan for your wealth building. So it's a combination of what you do. You're doing the same process. It's just you're combining it into two different stages. So if you're in debt, you're at a debt elimination stage, you're strapped in debt, you need to throw that extra cash. You free up the cash by budgeting and planning in your budget so that you live under what your actual income is. And then you take that excess and use that to pay off your debts. And once you've paid off your debts, all of that excess income from your debts, of what you had spent on debts, you can then throw that into putting into investments that will expand your wealth, that will bring you additional income and give you financial freedom. So I just wanted to take a moment and talk to you about this issue of initiative. So many people want a lot of things out of life, and they die with the dream still locked up inside their heart because they were too afraid to take the initiative to step out into the unknown, to be able to achieve and accomplish and to experience and receive the things that they really desperately want. So I want to encourage you, take the step today, follow your dream, go after your goals. Don't let anything stand in your way. Take those necessary steps, and they may be baby steps today. It may be some steps today that you didn't expect that you would need to take, but they're there. They've presented themselves through the process of your educating yourself. That's, again, taking the initiative so that you can know what steps are the next steps to take. And when those steps present themselves, you take those steps. And then you'll prepare you for taking the next steps, and then the next steps. I like this. There was a show, I think it was called Santa Claus is Coming to Town, many, many years ago, decades ago. When I was a child, I used to watch it. And there was a song when I think it was Rudolph ran into, or Santa Claus, I don't remember which. It's been so long, many years since I've seen it. Ran into the abominable snowman, and he sings a song they sing a song to teach him how to walk. And they sing the song. It's put one foot in front of the other, and pretty soon you'll be walking out the door. And that's really what you need to do. You take the initiative, take today's step, the step right now that's present before you that you know you need to take, or learn what that next step is and take that step. And then after that, you take the next step. And after that, you take the next step. Before you know, you will have achieved your goals, you will reach your dreams, and you will be happy that you did that.